Hey, my dear, it's Leadership Development Coach Kathy Archer. I am coming live today because I wanted to kind of make this big announcement big. I wanted to let you all know what was going on because some of you have been waiting quite a while for this. Some of you know what I'm telling you today and you've been eagerly anticipating it and really want to get rolling with it. And so let me tell you a little bit about kind of the history of what happened that got me to this point. So last fall, I started to look at some of my clients and some of the people who kind of wanted to work with me but weren't sure, and tried to sort of get a sense of what was going on. And so what I did was I launched a series of interviews and I set up a survey where people could go and answer some questions. And let me tell you, the response was crazy amazing for me, because it gave me some insights about what you're all struggling with, why you're struggling with it, and what might work for you to change those struggles. So let me kind of go through. I made some notes today because I want to really give you a sense of what people were telling me. First, I was amazed that they were so eager to tell me their stories, so open about what was going on, both with the challenges and also what they really desired, what they really wanted different in their lives, what they were really craving changes for, but not quite sure how to get there. So first, what I learned was women want more out of their lives. They want to be healthier and happier. They want to be more confident. They want to have that sense of belonging or feeling that they're part of something bigger than themselves, that they matter and that their ideas and their contributions matter, and that they wanted to have a better sense of direction. And what was going on for them was they just couldn't quite get there. Many women were like, I want to feel confident, but I'm actually struggling with my confidence. I want to feel healthy, but I am not healthy. I'm working too many hours. I'm overweight. I'm struggling with high blood pressure, diabetes. I'm challenged with mental health issues. I'm finding that my family is being neglected. I'm finding that I'm overworked. I'm frantic. I'm frazzled. All of those kind of things. Disorganized. That they felt lost. Women that I interviewed that took part in the survey said, I just don't know. I don't have a sense of direction. I know I don't want what I have, but I don't know exactly what I want or how to get there. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to look for. And they tried things. It's not like these women hadn't tried things. They had read books. They'd started yoga classes. They had taken some counseling. They had taken training. They had set goals even. And yet they were still struggling to achieve what it is that they wanted to achieve. And so many of them would say things like, I don't understand why it's not working. I can't commit. I can't stay on track. I can't make the changes I want. I get going good for a little while and then, something happens and I get knocked off kilter and I just can't seem to make it stick. Other women said to me, I just don't have the time. I don't even know how I would add anything else to my already stretched day. I can't even fathom how I would, fit in a yoga class or, spend more time with my family because that's what I desire to do, or I really just want some alone time, and I don't even know where I would fit that in. I know I want it, but where would I fit it in? So I stepped back and I thought, okay, so why are some of the women that I'm working with able to achieve this? Why have I been able to achieve success in some of these areas of my life? What is it that makes women be successful at making the changes that help them feel healthier and happier, help them have more confidence, give them that sense of direction and make them feel connected? What is it that makes that? Well, what clearly works, we know this from all the science and we know it from all the gurus out there who talk about success. You set goals and you have a plan. You identify some strategies and you set some timelines and you get working on them. Sounds simple enough, right? Easy enough. And yet I bet you've done that. In fact, we all have, and at different times not been successful. So what's different about those people that have that strategy and those goals and those timelines from the people that have that and are successful? What makes some people do that and not feel like they get anywhere and other people get there? Well, what I realized was it's the people that actually achieve success when they set goals and identify targets and start working on them are the people that also do the inner work, that also figure out what's going on for me. Why have I hit this road bump and I'm stomping and I want to give up completely and walk away from this? Why is it that they're ready to throw in the towel, or they forget, or they neglect, or they procrastinate? They dig deeper into that and they start looking at, what are my values? What are my deep-seated beliefs? What am I passionate about? What's my purpose? And they've done that work so that it pulls and draws them forward. They've done the work that looks at, what are my roadblocks? What gets in the way? What do I hit sometimes that makes me stop and not be successful? And so they've looked at, okay, so when those roadblocks come up, how will I address them? How will I deal with them? How will I get around those roadblocks, or over those roadblocks, or through those humps and bumps? Because let's face it, I mean, life is full of that kind of stuff. We're constantly faced with challenges. And if we develop a plan and goals and strategies, but haven't taken into account the challenges and the roadblocks we're going to hit along the way, we're not going to be successful, because you're going to be less than halfway through your very first day on your new plan, and you're going to hit a roadblock, and then what? You're going to be like, I knew it wasn't going to work. Here we go again, another, failed attempt. So I looked at those strategies and those ways that people who are successful take goal setting and do the inner work. And I stepped back and I thought, how do I, do that for my clients? What have I done for the clients that's worked? What have I done for myself? And that's when I developed the course that I'm launching today. And so that's what I'm super excited to announce. Blueprint for Change is being launched today. And so you can sign up today. The doors are only open until February 24th. But I want to tell you a little bit about, again, what some of the women that talked to me experienced and why this is so important for them. Because when I developed Blueprint for Change, I really looked at, what are some of the women saying? What are some of the women struggling with, both that are struggling and that are successful? But here's some of the comments that I got from some of the women. One of the biggest challenge that people face, I had asked the women, sort of, tell me in one word, what's your biggest hurdle to success? Actually, I should pull this up because this is quite intriguing. One word, oh, now I can't find it. Hold on. Okay. In one or two words, if you was something different about your life or your leadership right now, what would it be? And here's what most women said. That I felt confident in what I was doing. I wish for more time with my family and loved ones. I'm looking for more challenge. I want to be successful at making changes. I want more fulfillment. I want to build up my self-esteem. In a nutshell, what most people said was, I want more time. I want more confidence and more fulfillment. I mean, I want to feel that what I'm doing makes a difference and that it matters. Not that I just show up for work, do my time, and leave. They want to be more successful at making those changes. So those were kind of the themes that women told me. Then I said to them, what do you hate about your life or job right now? What is it that really irks you? And the main thing women told me was lack of time, that they feel unheard, undervalued, and underappreciated. I thought that one comment said it in a nutshell. Women are bored. They're in a position where they're not as challenged as they could be, and that they're lacking fulfillment. And so they looked at, not enough time, zero balance, don't feel fulfilled, undervalued, too much pressure. All of those things were the things that were going on. Then I asked them one interesting question. I said, who or what gets in your way of making the changes you want? And, some people pointed outside, upper management, my husband, the other people not doing their job properly, no follow through from the team, all of those things out there, that said that stuff. And then I looked at, but what are the things that maybe are a little bit under your control that you can change? And what people said there was time, money, and the big one that most women identified was myself. They said, I'm the one that gets in my way. Here's what they said, me and thinking that I don't have enough. My fear of change, right? My inability to follow through, my emotional conditioning that I have to respond to other people. I don't have any ideas, right? It was those things that said, I realize that there's some ability for me to get out there and make some changes, but it's actually me that's getting in my way. And so that was intriguing, right? That was one of the things that I went, what is it that stops people? And so when we started to look at, so what would make the difference for you? And again, there was a group of women that kind of pointed out there and said, change my boss, change my husband, change my income, those kinds of things. And that's true. Some of those things need to change. But what parts can you control? What they said is they were looking for more balance, more confidence, more awareness of why I'm still scared, less stress, more time with my family, planning time, fulfillment, being understood, understanding myself, time and space, and not to dread the day or the future. And so there was the things that women were saying, I'm tired of my life the way it is. I want something different, and I know I need to do something to make those changes. So when I started, when I was doing some of the interviews with women, what some of them said were things like, I just don't know. And that was kind of that theme. I don't know how, I don't know why, I can't figure it out. But what they identified was that there's all of these things we're juggling. There's all of these things that we're challenged with. There's these constant to-do list and requirements, and that often becomes a distraction. I'm always trying to balance all of the pieces, yet feeling the overwhelm. I'm afraid stepping into this new position that I bit off more than I can chew. Time management's a big issue. Just trying to keep on top of things. Balance is my biggest challenge. I'm an overachiever big time. So all of those things are getting in the way. And so what some of the women said was, I need something to keep me focused despite those challenges, despite those interruptions, despite those distractions. I need a plan that's going to keep me focused. Then what many women said were, I just don't have the confidence in myself. I don't have the confidence in people around me to support me. I don't have the confidence to try something different, to add something new to my already busy life, to address my frustrations, to set boundaries. And here's one of the number one things that women told me, that they are afraid of lacking credibility. Again and again and again, the women told me their biggest fear was not being credible. Who am I to do this? What gives me the right to make these changes or to take on this thing? I want to appear credible. I want people to believe in me and believe in the cause. I'm always saying, can I really do this? Always that self-doubting, that questioning, unsure of their capabilities. When I walk into a meeting, I can't look people in the eye. I feel like my ideas don't matter. Like that to me just breaks my heart, because when I think about, we all have an incredible amount of wisdom and knowledge and information and ideas. And if we've got women sitting on the team, sitting back saying, I don't think my ideas matter, we're missing out on so much in our organizations. We want everybody, women and men combined, young and old, all the ethnicities, everybody's got great ideas. We should all be able to put them forward. Other women said, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose people's faith and respect. So again, coming back to that credibility, I'm always apologizing for myself. I lessen my importance. Ugh. I'm afraid of people not buying in. I'm afraid I'd be the one piece that caused our program to fail. I struggle to know my value. What do I bring to the table? And I can tell you, I felt all these things when I was in those leadership positions. I continue to feel those things now running my business, in the groups I'm involved in, within my own family. I'm always questioning my abilities. But I know that when I can change my thinking and have a strategic plan, when I know where I'm going, it's easier to stay focused. So women are holding themselves back. They're lowering their vision of themselves, and they're setting those limiting beliefs. And so what they need, they told me, was I need the courage to move forward. I need a concrete strategy complete with the steps in place to help me stay on track, to help me have the courage to take that next step, even though I'm afraid. The other thing I heard from women was, but I'm afraid to do this by myself. I don't know how. I struggle with this. I lack the confidence to do it on my own. And what they wanted was someone to help them, someone to support them. Women will tell me all the time, I have nobody to talk to. I have nobody to pick up the phone to and say, oh my God, I had a horrible day. My boss is driving me nuts. The staff are going crazy on me. I want to kill my husband or my kids. I just want to run in the bathroom and hide. I don't want to come to work tomorrow. Or the opposite. Wow, things went great today. And I want to celebrate. I want to talk about how exciting it was to be able to do that or take that on or address that issue. And I just don't have anybody to share that with. And so I wanted to be able to create a group of women who are supporting each other. I had women say to me, I just need to hear you in my ear all the time, Kathy. And I thought that was hilarious because I get it. I want to have somebody in my corner cheering me on. I need a system that I can integrate into my daily routine. Again, I know that women are busy. I know that you're struggling. And you need to be able to do this in a way that helps you get through that. I need direction for my own development. I'm struggling to apply my courses and training. Again, it's not that women haven't tried. It's not that women don't have the information. It's not that you don't even know what to do in many cases. It's that you don't have the system to apply what you've learned. You've taken training on communication. You know what you're supposed to eat, what you're supposed to eat to be healthier. You know you're supposed to exercise. You know you need to set boundaries to go home at a decent time. You know you shouldn't be answering email early in the morning or late at night, but you still do it. Why? And so you need a system to apply what you've learned. The missing piece, one woman said, is how do I integrate all of this into my life? And that's why I developed Blueprint for Change, because I think women need a plan. They need a system. And so when I sat down to develop Blueprint for Change, I looked at where is it that women are now? Where do they want to be? And what do they need to do to get there? And it's that what do you need to do to get there that is that inner piece in looking at what am I challenged with? What's going on? What do I need help with? How do I address these issues? How do I get all over those humps and bumps? What do I do when I just want to cry and back into a corner and never come out? What do I do when someone challenges me? What do I do when I run out of time? And so this is developing the plan to address all that. In Blueprint for Change, women are going to strategically create that sense of direction, strategically create the plan. Look at what is it that I need in terms of the tools, the knowledge, the information. Maybe it's money, time, resources. What is it that I need to do in my head? You know, what are the habits that I need to create? What are the thoughts that I need to have? What are the things that I need to do that are going to shift me so that I can make these changes despite the challenges, despite the inner resistance that I'm feeling? What are the people around me, the supports that I need to create? You know, who do I need to develop as mentors? What books do I need to read? Where am I going to get this stuff? And so that's what Blueprint for Change is. So it's an online course. It is self-paced, but when you come into the course, again, the course is going to be open now from now till February 24th. So when you come into the course now, you're going to have me in the program actively for the next 6 weeks. So you're going to have me whispering in your ear, helping you out with this, walking you through the steps. There's 5 modules. In each of those modules, there's lessons. You're going to get videos and worksheets so that I'm going to walk you through how to do that inner reflection so that you can develop those goals and plans and strategies that are going to work, and that you can develop the contingency plan when you hit the roadblocks, because that's the most important part of this, because you're going to hit roadblocks. Let's just be honest. In the program, there is a private Facebook group. So I'm going to be in that Facebook group weekly, answering questions, responding to people's needs, helping you develop your plan, getting, more supports, more ideas. Wherever you're challenged, you can pop questions in and I'll find some resources to help you out. It's going to be able to create that group of women within that support network that are supporting each other. So when somebody's in that Facebook group saying, hey, I'm working on this, somebody else is going to pop in and say, good for you. What else can I do to help you? Do you need an accountability partner? Here's some resources that might help you. Here's what might help you work through that resistance. Here's what worked for me. Because let's face it, just because I may have had success with healthy eating, I might not have had success in my marriage, or I might have success in my marriage, but I might not have had success in moving up the ladder at work. We all have successes in different areas. We all have information that we can share and support each other with. And so that's what's important, is taking that information, sharing it with each other, building those support networks. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to work through what you're going through in your life right now all by yourself. There is a group of women, and I am here to support you all to make the changes to get from where you are now to where you want to be. So I'm going to pop the link below for the course. Check it out. Ask me any questions you have and sign up so that you can start to shift from where you are now to working your way through those challenges and road bumps that you know you're going to face to get where it is you want to go. Whether that's moving to being more healthy, increasing your confidence, starting to feel more connected and a sense of belonging both where you work and in your life, and getting a sense of direction. You'll find all of that in the program. So if you have any questions, let me know. But click the link, I'll add it below when we're done, and you can find Blueprint for Change. Again, get in now. Last thing I want to say is those first few people that sign up are also going to get 2 free coaching sessions with me. Once you've started and got through the first 2 modules and got working on your blueprint, then you get to come on with me and get a couple of sessions where I'm going to actually individually walk you through developing your blueprint. So make sure you sign up soon and get in for that bonus deal that is only available for the first few people. I look forward to having you in the group. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.